It's going to take them a little while at least, and they're going to need the remaining players to try and delay. Look at all the utility just obliterating Mixer at the back of the site. Didn't really stand a chance there. Now, it does look like maybe the initial throw might have gone a little bit astray, but it doesn't really matter too much on the side of Fnatic. They've got themselves the site. The remaining 4 players are completely isolated. You can see a blast pack going in to try and clear some of the closer angles, but realistically, getting back in on that choke is going to be very difficult.
Yeah, Boaster up on top is not going to last all too long in this one, and Fnatic, they quickly crumble.
Okay.
G2, all the kills roll in their way. Durka wants to go out of that smoke. They could be defusing, but they're content to just leave it because the snake bite's in play. But now the 1v1 develops. Durka spotted inside of Hookah. He wants to swing on this. He spotted the player isn't defusing. Now the tap comes in, but Durka's already out wide, taking it 1-0. Fnatic.
Better, I guess, if he takes down Mystic, and then there's no more Viper utility. He can already see some of it being lined up. First kill will go his way. Seekers even popped just to give the rest of his teammates, and he's just taken over this round. Already coming up with 2 kills. Avova alongside to clean things up, and now Durka, he needs a miracle. But this is exactly what this man can pull out. A 3rd kill already in this round. A rifle to be retrieved, and you know what? He has the spike. He could actually just fall back to the other side of the map. Maybe get himself the plant. The rotation pretty quick from Koler Mentor, and the shock dart at least drag them down a little bit more. He's already going to get that 1v1 Koler Mentor, maybe taking a little bit of a risk, but it will eventually be closed out by G2. Far more costly than they probably would have liked. But you know what? They get the job done.
The Spectre want to be holding the close range angles in through the TP. They go, and mixwell actually gets caught off guard. The Viper now down, but Cole Dementa quick to pull it back, manages to avoid the aftershock, and now he's just tucked inside. A thorn in the side if you want to move into Hookah. Kellogg's good for 1 to flash out, but Hookah's already been obtained, and he almost gets dropped because of it. Magnum and Mystic make sure it happens in the end. Now the site is theirs. The plant can come in, but the orbital strike still online. Could be massive. And here it comes, all down from the sky as Mystic swings to try and deal with Avova. He can't get it done, and there's barely any time to get a plant. Magnum has to get it quickly, and with that kill taking too long, and indeed not even going his way, the round will fall to G2. Yeah, controlling the elbow, it's hard for you to even sneak behind him because it's such a choke point of an angle. Durka is even the one holding up close, and having a different player hold it is just so valuable because even if he dies, Viper's Pit doesn't fall down. Doma just closes that out inside of Hookah, and Nukia has to save. A 1v3 up against Viper's Pit, up against the utility of shock darts, mollies.
Utility. In fact, this time, we've actually witnessed Mystic use some of those snake bites a little bit more aggressively. They're not setting up for the afterplants. They're trying to hold on to the control. The timing couldn't have been better for Nuki, though. He's going to find one on the entry. Kellogg's alongside him, and it puts it into this 2 versus 3 scenario, but they need to find these remaining couple of players. One goes down, but it's only the trades.
Towards, and Mixwell, oh, he is in trouble. There goes the snake bite, though. That's going to buy him a lot of time. In fact, it's going to guarantee that they can't push him down, but he can't get out of there either as he eventually goes to cross, and Doma shuts him out, then waits for the TP and manages to take Kellogg's down. 4 versus 2 in a matter of seconds. The control has flipped heavily into Fnatic's hands, and they still haven't committed to a site. They have the ability to go back, and in fact, it's going to only be 1 player defending each of these. G2 very split right now, and Cole Dementa in trouble. Oh my god, that's stunned right onto him. The flash doesn't catch him. He's reset. Oh, they're not even going to clear him properly, and they almost end up losing more than just 1 player. Avova snuck onto the side too. They might think he's on A. The flash is there, but they still don't know that he's in position. This could be huge from Avova. The timing seems to have caught them off guard, but there they go. They get the good timing. They spot him on the backside, and now it doesn't seem like he's going to get a lot done.
He needs some sort of miracle to bring this one home now, especially with the positioning of the remaining players. You can see a bit of a fallback. He's trying to bait them into peak. You can see Doma, I was going to say jump spotting, but this half. Next 3 rounds. I want a 7-5.
We get an award to Avova, get a trophy, the first man to actually buy a Stinger in VCT, I think. And he has not had a good time with it. Rolling, thundered, orbital strike, and shot by Mystic. But Nukier, he's creeping up behind us. Very little time left, 10 seconds on the clock. Nukier actually manages to stop that spike line, get some kills. And G2, they're way back ahead. The spike's on the floor, and it's done. They've actually won it with the pistols. Expecting a one-way to make its way on top of that box any moment now, but it doesn't look like it's on the way. Maybe it is a bit too late because the peak's already in. Doma able to take both of these guys down, and that was one fault line hit them both.
That's what we know, as said, Fnatic 4. Like, they are constantly innovating this game. Now, for now, it's some exits. They've managed to bring this into a 2 versus 3, but the time is too far gone. There's no real chance for Mixwell to do anything.
Nukia's up close, but he's getting shut down. The showstopper now out of the round completely. keloqz flashed up and dealt with, and this A defense yet again seems to be just crumbling. The final remaining defender being Avova, who's now smoked off, considering the peek around. And there's the Viper's pit. That's going to allow him to spray pretty much for free with his Phantom. He gets the one, but then shut down right after. Mixwell through the smoke trades it back, and this is winnable yet again. Hunter's Fury online for Fnatic. That's going to help them in the post plants. They need to be very, very careful. Actually, look at the HP on these G2 players. If they don't take too much damage in the initial fight, they can still tank the Hunter's Fury. So Doma needs to get something done here, or the round is going to fall apart. There's the Hunter's Fury popped. Doma knows now that they're both off the spike. He's being pushed down on and loses out the duel. Durka needs to peek wide. He's got 33 HP, no time and no life anymore. Play with him, Boaster in a sneaky position if Mystic fires off. Even if he doesn't, Boaster's gonna catch them off guard. Good for one to start it off. Doma with another, and they walk right by Mystic, but luckily it gets checked still by Avova, and another fallen player. It's Magnum all alone. Aftershock to work with here, and he's gonna pop it out. Avova needs to move out of the way, and he's got barely any time. 6 seconds on the clock. Magnum is just running it down. No time anymore. He has to find the fight. He has to run after. And Adi in the corner. Magnum will just about get away with it. 8-5, the last second. Oh, wow. Okay, the firing squad off the bat. And I don't know how Durka survived as long as he did. One way to make weaker weapons work, but a good trade by G2 to pull it into the man advantage. Now remember,
and I think you are correct in saying that Exor's flank could be perfect, but instead they go back, and that could be a problem. Now Magnum's watching and has spotted those players as they look to wrap around. Of course, Mixwell called it, it's clear, doesn't know that anybody's lurking in the back lines, but they don't expect him to be as deep in the site as he is. It leaves seconds left to get that spike down, but the remaining 2 players shouldn't be able to do anything about it with the current spot, and Mixwell just blocking off.
Big
bait. They've thrown it in. The teleport has been used, but they don't expect Darker. Never mind. Over with the 180 headshot. That's the difference maker. You give Durka that first kill, and I'd bet anything I have that he would have got more than one. But the second he's cleared out, round over. That's it.
Strike not online, sadly. That could be a huge difference maker if it was. But Mixwell, look at this, sneaking on in. Oh, he's gonna actually catch off one, and now the Hunter's Fury has to be canceled early, or no! In fact, it's gonna be a free kill. Mixwell just charging forward. Boaster wants to try and deny the plant, but he can't get it done. A 2-man advantage for G2, plus post plants. Fnatic want this round, but it's just not possible anymore. Mystic pretty much has to save at this point. Surely he doesn't go for this.
Well, it looks like he's given it a go. Already taking a play into the site. He's been held off at least by the snake bites for a second, and keloqz is in behind.
There's still control here, and they're rotating. They're fully committing to this, Tom. G2 love their mind games, but there's still 2 guys in position. Fnatic haven't been so... What was that? What? I mean, he can see him on radar, I guess, but that was disgusting. And now Magnum, go on, get him through the smoke as well, Mixwell. He's just having one of those rounds. He's tagged him up massively, and he just keeps on going, man. The wall protecting him from the flash. God. He's on for the ace, and he's gonna get it done as well. Mixwell.
Wow.
G2 guarantee themselves an overtime by claiming this one here right out of the smoke. Mixwell, he is feeling it, running in, stunned up as he was. And now we're looking damn good. The plant in for G2. Mixwell keeps going, man.
No.
Somebody stop this guy. He's trapped under heaven and still good for a third. Out for more. and robbed of an ace purely by his teammates getting kills. It's Durka running for the hills. He's out of here, but keloqz again. That nasty player coming up behind. Looks like Durka was ready, but at this point, it's just a consolation prize. He's running for the hills to save the weapon because it is 12-9, and Fnatic, they're in a pretty shaky spot economically, with G2 only needing one more of these attack rounds where they've looked so damn good.
Oh, it almost feels like the Jaws theme should be playing right now. He's being hunted. Just down from behind. Is he gonna check? Easy stuff for Mix. 9 kills in 2 rounds. Ultimates available. We still see that Viper's Pit, of course, is being farmed up pretty much. Mystic spot though. This could be. How's he know? he didn't even check anywhere else. Just swings straight out. Mixwell again.
God.
He's just on fire. I think that's his 30th kill in this game, dominating Fnatic, and now it's left Durka down to just 16 HP, a 12 HP even, a 1 versus 5. This is done. Bind for the 2nd time ever in Fnatic's history with this roster is going to be taken away by what is a brand new G2.
And Mixwell to get the final kill.
He definitely seems to have a decent idea. In fact, even just seen a paranoia fly past. Durka going to take the initial engagement, leaving Doma to try and fight back. But it's very calm and collected again. Just trading efficiently. Already utility just being spammed onto the site, trying to get as much as they can to block off this push from G2. And you know what? Magnum, he's going ham. He's found 3 kills. Just quickly closing this as Mystic comes along to find 1 more. We're going to see the Seekers once again thrown out. This time, Koldamenta manning that agent. Magnum in the corner, but he's left so unbelievably blind. The execution clearing most, if not all now, of the defenders. And while Durka, he just has to hold on to this because...
Yes, I presume.
Yep. Yeah, smash them.
Wow.
Oh my god! Stop facing Nuki there. Stop facing him there.
Oh, Koldamenta about to put through the little tiger, and it already baits Magnum out of the open. He was peeking to see what was going on. Doma domed through the door. The 4 versus 2 remains. G2, they've got some pretty impressive control right off the bat. Koldamenta's flash covers the crossover, and that's not the ideal time to take the astral form. Mystic's all alone. His 1 shock dart, he sold the other so he could buy this phantom. And well, he's being spotted as well, so the information there to play with for G2. Although he baits them out into at least being able to take that back fight, they're too quick to swing.
The res even coming through to turn this back into a 4v4. What was looking strong might turn back, but Durka is attempting to do all this all on his own. Doma's ult is killed off, and still an opportunity for G2.
Another kill for Durka, putting 4 on the board. Avova in with a big kill. That nano swarm, it doesn't matter that it's missed because Mixwell swings on it, and as the Killjoy ult pops, Mystic is alone. A miracle round from G2. Avova going huge to put them back in a spot where they can win it and put 4 on the board. Avova's up here. This kind of forces them off the site. The paranoia and the flashes that they have on Sky put them in a very awkward spot. Mystic's down. keloqz, well, he didn't want to be down, but he is. Couldn't quite make it all the way up. And you know what, Durka,
Excuse me.
It would go in the highlight reel if it landed, but not this time around, sadly. G2 have a man disadvantage on this retake. So despite the fact that it's been kind of a... It seemed like a powerful start. They're on the back foot.
That wall leaving just a slight gap could be everything. Never mind, Koldamenta just gets ball banged by Durka. No heroics this time.
Well, here we go. That's one way to go about it. Cosmic Divide comes into play. keloqz tries to gain some ground, but he can't, and they're just waiting. Come on in, trickle in. The flash is in play. Doma out through it. Great work from him in this round. A shadow step up above is being spotted, and it doesn't actually get it and taken down. I don't know how, but it's Mystic in a 1v2. He's run onto site, taken 1 and almost the 2nd. but Nuke closes 6 on the board for G2.
If he can kill off this final man, look at the time. There's only 25 seconds left. Mixwell was the man making the plays in the last round. Now what do the rest of G2 do? They just have to go barreling into this site, the site where Fnatic are slowly swarming in. Magnum looking to do it all on his own as he spams through that smoke, but Avova comes back quickly with 2. He made it believable, at least for a second.
Between them, down to a hair's width, and Boaster, a little bit of trouble there. He could have gotten some damage, but the squids provide the cover. And the plant not going to go in all the way, actually. They've had to back out. And here comes the Blade Storm from Durka, in for 1. And up above, deterring any further mid push. What was former... Oh, Magnum, he just got caught with the knife out, but it looks like he's good to go. And Avova isn't anymore. Down to a 2v4, and the advantage sits comfortably with Fnatic, even after that one. These are looking pretty good on their side. And there we go with a straight out push onto the site, fully blinded. Up, Kellogg's 1 knife left. Oh, Avova's stolen it away. That means the Blade Storm's gone, but he's managed to get a Phantom for his troubles. And with the plant coming in, that's a heavy advantage. Lockdown post plant. Oh, that doesn't look good for Fnatic. But with that kill, if they can up the pace. Never mind. I was going to say they might be able to get there before it's popped, but they won't. And then time is their biggest enemy. Oh, well, that's one way for it to go.
If you can get up on it, of course.
Oh, wow. Come on. Mixwell getting charged on Kellogg's.
That was a low blow.
Oh, not able to get too much done. And then this is looking like it's going to be Fnatic with the pistol yet again, rolling in it. But Avova's still alive, and he's creeping up behind them. He's got the timing. No one's checking it. Here we go. They come back, and no one looks that way either. Avova. Luckily, he's only able to get away with the 1 kill, leaving Coldamenta down to do it all.
I think he'd have to basically double his kills in this round alone if he was going to take this pistol home. I can't say I'm much of a believer in that, and it will be, again, 4 for 4 now. B, for the rest of this half, it almost looks like what we see from Yumpy. I just wonder if he will be the one manning that operator, if that is the case. Still gives the freedom to Kellogg's to do the work on Jet. Already, we're going to see that diffuse tap, but they're quickly burning. Not only from the bullets, but from the flames placed down, making things a real struggle. The spam of pretty much every single one of these players is going to make things tough. Still, players being lost at least. Another kill for Durka, though, puts this one almost indefinitely to Fnatic, but they are making things incredibly costly. Yeah, we've actually seen the Seekers thrown out, so that will at least gain a little bit of extra info. So will the Tiger as it stuns up Magnum, and Avova's got another one to add to his tally. A spray down of 4 now, leaving just Mystic alive, and sure, it will be stolen away.
Barreling in here, Mixwell under pressure, caught falling back, and it looks like the response from G2 is instantly to fight for short. They're grouped up as 2, but they lose the first, and Coldamenta manages to trade it out. He takes Magnum, destroys the ult of Phoenix, then destroys Phoenix, and this is now doable for G2. They have a flank on Sage. Sage needs to survive here to get the res in, but it doesn't look like she will. Boaster is waiting for it this whole time. No, Sage has managed to sneak down onto short. How has this happened? Nuke is there, getting the kill, walling up, and popping a res. It's a 2v1. Boaster's behind, but Nuke suspects it at this point, imagining a player will have fallen. Oh, Mixwell. Oh, Mixwell. Oh, that was almost an NA play there. And now you're in trouble, Boaster. There's the first. A fight versus Nuke, not an easy 1v1 to win by any stretch of the imagination. And Nuke shows you exactly why. I think Fnatic realized that they've missed the window in getting in, but that right there is an opportunity. Kellogg's taken down. The squids on their way. And Boaster can't really do much to destroy them, so they get the information of the closest. Whoa, that was a running headshot. He actually connected it onto Coldamenta, who is now super low on HP. That was massive. He got healed up by Sage, but that... I mean, if that's a Vandal, he's getting a kill there. Although, running and gunning with a Vandal ain't quite as easy as with a Phantom.
Yeah, the problem is slightly weaker weaponry for Mixwell, and that headshot doesn't actually garner a kill. It leaves them into a 4 versus 3. Fnatic in the driver's seat once again. After plants available, but Avova, he's already picked off 1, and as they peek, the flash will blind another. Still, it's left all onto Nuki. We know what he could do in these scenarios, but he can't close out Durka this time.
But not very oh my god, Kellogg's.
What just happened?
They recover that fumble, but how did he hit 2 shots that quickly? Oh no! Oh no! In the corner, mixwell's got two! It's all down to Mystic. The shock dart is good for damage, but not a kill. Another on its way, but I think it will meet the same fate. In fact, completely avoided. Plenty of time on the clock, but Mystic doesn't know where this other player is. And indeed, Evolva's tucked in, watching for the push-up. The second he gets contact, that's when mixwell swings. But Mystic realizes something's up. That player isn't just hiding in the corner for no reason. He's on his way to second mid to see what's going on. Evolva's ready, though, flicking over just in time.
Necessarily committed. He'll be communicating that, okay, there's nobody really rotating in just yet, but you can see Nuki starting to prod and poke as Kellogg starts to push down mid. He's going to walk straight into Durka, a freebie as such, but the trades have come in elsewhere, leaving this B site open for Fnatic to get the plant.
Oh, or so you would think. Mixwell quickly pouncing onto Durka. And Evolva's on the flank. Oh, he's moving around. This plant isn't going to be for him, though. He can't deny it, but he can get pretty close to them and catch Mystic afterwards, potentially. Mystic wisely going into the corner. And Evolva's just going to wait for Nuki. Oh, he jumped. I don't think he meant to jump, but he did. And Mystic's heard it. Mystic knows that Evolva's here. I'm not quite sure why he did that. And now on the way through, he's going to be in a little bit of trouble. Nuki wants to try and help this one out, but Evolva wins the fight anyway. Smoke's going to go down, and Doma on the way gets spotted by Nuki. It's 11-11 on the second map with G2.
Just come in, okay, they're now going to plant on the other side, and well, they don't have that lockdown anymore. They can't force them back. Instead, they'll go pushing through. Koldamenta, he's already going to manage one, but the pistol of Boaster, he's doing so much work with this frenzy. He's even going back for more, and he's going to get his third kill of the round. The dink onto Nuki gives a good opportunity. Now the res is about to be used, but Mystic catches the timing, and now it's left into the 1v1. Mixwell is going to use the turret, but it's actually been dodged, just about avoided, and Mixwell will hold on. A thrifty round, if anything.
Not able to go for the armor alongside it. There's the shot. Still has dash online, and he's missed his dash. One HP on the way back to site, but he's able to post up. His elbow spotted as he moves back to long. They know exactly where he is. The updraft from Kellogg's, the dash back just about keeps him alive. Dirk is still good for another, and with Mystic answering up, it looks like this round is going to Fnatic.
Well, we saw what he did in the first map.
Oh, well, you're seeing what he does in the start of this round as well. Koldamenta even gets that kill with the Odin. He's playing under heaven, long-range dueling with an Odin. What is going on? This is not how you play Valorant. Kellogg's has got another, and Fnatic are on it. Look at this. He's just taking duels with it. What? Out he goes with the wolf, baiting for his team as they swing to get the kills. Or to say, and as they come out onto this site, the camera will spot them just about the tips of their head. It's too late, you would think, but Magnum still gets away with a kill. Here comes Kellogg's to finish him off, but Magnum has none of it. And now it leaves Nuki all alone, desperately trying to recover a 1v4. His chances, well, the next to none. Oh, he's walled himself in. Fantastic. And the shock dart to finish him. That was... Nuki wants to forget the end of that game, that's for sure.
Mixwell, he's just going to allow that. Okay, you know I'm here, but what are you going to do about it? How are you going to clear me off? And Evolva again, he's reading the situation correctly, not allowing for that swing, but he's going to be pressured. Even pre-fires onto Boaster. The instant headshot, and the time ticks away. Evolva is having a phenomenal map as he pulls off.
Nothing to do with the A side. In fact, they're already planting on B.
Yeah, this is the same execution we've seen from them a multitude of times, but there's so much utility. This is how they countered it before. Boaster putting out the stun, holding them back, and they've killed off the planter. Now, Koldamenta, I said he'd be mad to pull this out on the attack, but he's looking to try and spam through those smokes. This is the plan all along. Deny them getting that defusal.
Tom, he dashed into the drone. He's actually died because of a drone, essentially. Anyways, we'll talk about it after. It's a 3v3, and the Odin, here it comes! Double kill from Koldamenta, and Mystic's all alone with 5 HP. Can it be the 3k for the Odin? It doesn't really matter, because it is the round. G2 have claimed the attacking side.
Well, he did, and he made it work with a very well set plan, and now they have the chance to finish this. Mixwell, he's gonna peek through, and that could be it. A quick double to open up this round. He's been a bit quieter on this map, that's for sure, but those 2 kills could make the difference. He will eventually be traded out though. Bolster has found one back in response. The heals will come through for keloqz to give him a little bit extra in this fight. After plant looking inevitable, but they're playing patient. They're waiting. The spike yet to go down.
And here comes that big green gun. Not quite in the Counter-Strike meaning, but instead it's the Odin. He's not shooting toy bullets, though. The flash about to come around the corner. His team primed to rush out onto the site. The shock darts to delay them. And here we go! Koldamenta taken down, but keloqz answers back. Mystic trying to hold on to control. We'll get another now dancing around the back of the site, but Nukia is too quick. That is it. 16-14 with the defuse. G2 are absolutely dominating Fnatic. 2-0 in this series. They're back for their crown.